Hi guys, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Abby and today I'll be showing you the plants that I picked up recently. I've been wanting to buy a plant for ages. I've had my eye on a few and I've been talking myself out of it for various different reasons. But yesterday I went to Ikea and my Ikea don't usually have a great selection. And the selection that they do have, I've got, or they're not in the best shape. But yesterday was Thursday. This Ikea have a restock every Wednesday because I asked them specifically when new stock comes in. And I didn't go with the intention of buying plants. It actually didn't cross my mind, which is honestly really rare for me. But we went and I'll insert a few clips, but they have changed their whole kind of like marketing, like just the way that it all looks. Like they had a massive selection of fake plants, as they always do. And then they had a really big, good, different to what I've ever seen selection of real plants. So I was really pleasantly surprised with what I found yesterday. And one of these you might be like, Abby, this was on your plants I will never buy list, but I really liked it in person. So yeah, we'll just get straight into the video. So I'm going to show you the first one that I came across. We're just going to do it in this order. I saw a big tray of these and they were just I don't know the name of them, they were just the standard version. And then there was like one that wasn't, and it's a plant that I've loved for ages. So, and I put a poll on my Instagram saying, is this worth £9? In my heart, I was like, yeah, definitely. But then I don't know why I always question prices. But anyway, I bought this Dischidia watermelon, I think it's called. Very similar to the watermelon peperomia. I could be totally wrong about that, but that's what it says on the thing. And it's really long. This was like, you know what Ikea's like, it was all like tangled up and it looked a lot smaller than it was. It was kind of like wrapped round and it was really flimsy. I've given it a water since and it's had a treatment of Pronto, obviously. And it's looking a lot like firmer, but I absolutely, I love this plant so much. And look at the detailing on that. It's so beautiful, like it's so stunning. I remember picking it up and my husband was actually like, don't you have one like this? And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I actually don't have anything like this. I think he thinks maybe, I can't even think what plant he thinks this might be. I could have had something similar in the past, maybe like the peperomia watermelon. I had like a one leaf cutting from a plant swap, which is a plant I've always wanted. But yeah, I've got nothing like this. The leaves, like some of the leaves are really substantial. Some of them are like a really nice like pink. I don't think you can really see it, but I do wonder whether I can sun stress this just like I can the Hoya, but it's something I need to look into and I haven't had the chance since buying it yesterday. So yeah, this is my watermelon, the Shidia, and I'll put the proper name on the screen. I probably have done by now, but that's all I have. And yeah, it was £9 and I was really happy with that one. So this next plant is one that I am, this is gonna sound bizarre, I'm not that into it. Like I don't really rate the normal version. I've had it many times before. I had a really nicely variegated one that I came across in the market for like £2.99. Then I went on holiday and it just didn't like me being absent. But I saw something similar to it. It doesn't quite hit the same spot, but it's this watermelon. It's this raindrop peperomia. It had this really beautiful, like, really random sport variegation on it, and I'll put a picture on the screen of the one that I found at the local market to me. This other one had variegation on quite a few leaves, and the main leaf was just stunning. I was honestly gutted when it died. But I don't do too well with these, so wish me luck. I honestly don't know why I bought it because I remember thinking it's £4, which is cheap. So if it dies, it dies. But you know, when you've got the added pressure of it being quite unique, it's more of the pressure, like for me anyway. But yeah, I thought that was quite nice. It's plain everywhere else. There's no other kind of like, oh dear, there's no other sign of variegation anywhere else. It clearly needs some sort of love because I've just lost a really big leaf on it. But that's the thing with IKEA. You tend not to know how they've been treated, how they're gonna like go from transitioning from IKEA to your house. And I've never, touch wood, had bad luck with it, but people say you get a lot of pests from IKEA. So again, like I said, these have all been like treated with Pronto. But yeah, this one was a £4 one. It's smaller now because a massive leaf just fell off. But yeah, I find these quite to be like quick rows anyway. So there's this one. This was the leaf that just fell off, by the way. A really nice, healthy looking one. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, this next plant has featured on my plants I'm not that into twice, 3 times. I might even go on about it even more. This is the top of my list of plants that I am not that into. And pause this now and put your comment down below what plant you think this is, because the likelihood of you being right, I think, is probably 50-50, because there's another plant I'm quite equally as like I'm not that into it on my list. But when I saw this in person, just the normal ones and the one that I picked up, I was like, they are beautiful. Like, why am I being such a like I don't know, like I was being so like, I would never buy that, but I've never seen it before. And I think I did mention that I think it might be an over or underwhelming plant, you know, it looks amazing and you get it and you're just like, because I'm not really into the growth pattern of this particular species. This particular growth pattern. There are different kind of growth patterns for this particular species, but I'm just going to show you what I bought, and don't judge me, I'm taking it back. I would buy this plant because I loved it, and I nearly walked away with 2 actually. So I bought a philodendron Birkin. I know, I'm really surprised. I'm surprised at myself. But I really like it. This is the leaf that like I loved. It's like a reverting leaf, but I just love the 50-50 split, and it's kind of like an orangey red. I know it's most likely going to go dark green, but I quite liked that. And I'm not into Birkin, so I don't know this, but there's lots of like red kind of like, maybe it's better this side. There's lots of like red going through it. Is that normal? Because it's kind of everywhere. I don't know if that's normal. It's actually titled Philodendron Rojo Conjo, which it's not, but I don't know. Is this a little different to a normal like Birkin? You're probably all gonna say no, but I just thought that red variegation through there was really random. I like the back of the leaves. I really, really like it. And this is what I mean by this particular like growth pattern. I don't like them because they grow up and you really have to be above them to appreciate them. But yeah, I just think this leaf is so cool. And there was actually like, again, I put it on my Instagram. I said, would you go for the right one or the left one? And the left one was like heavily variegated, like in the sense that it had like, it was very, very white. And I really wanted that. And my husband was like, just get both. Like, there's no harm in it. And I couldn't justify buying both, even though they were only £8. I couldn't justify buying both because I was really vocal about how I really don't want this plant. So I was like, I cannot come away with 2 of them. But yeah, I made a decision, which I'm proud of myself for, because I don't make decisions, and I love it. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. I've already taken its photo for my Instagram, which I put on screen, and I think I'm going to use for a thumbnail because it's so pretty. But I tend to like to do that, you know, when you love a plant and it's just so striking and it hits you, and you take a picture and capture that moment, because that plant will not live forever, trust me. But I'm really pleased with this. It's got a few questionable marks, but I'm not sure, like, it's got a few kind of like marks there, but it has been treated. Other than sat on my breakfast bar here, it's been living quarantined, which they always do kind of quarantine whilst they come into my house now. But yeah, I don't think it's got any problems. I can see kind of like dust, but honestly, like, you know, like kind of spider mite kind of looking dust, but I get that, and I think it's like someone help me out here, it's like a salt thing as well with them, like, you know, if you overwater them and stuff, they kind of have that. My monstera have it, and they definitely don't have any kind of like bug infestation. I've had that before, so that doesn't worry me. But if I was new to plants, I would, and I heard what pests were and I looked into it, I would think it was spider mites, but I'm almost certain it's not. But yeah, I think it's so beautiful and unique. Maybe it's not that unique, but I think it's really cool. And I do like that it's kind of reverting a bit, because that is what that is. It's reversing, but it's reversing in a really, really beautiful, elegant way, and I'm digging it. So yeah. So that is it. That's all I bought from Ikea. I was equally as excited about all of them. So yeah, I didn't hesitate too much with my purchases. Like I said, I think the Birkin was £8, the Pepperoni was £4, and the Shadia was £9. So yeah, I always feel a bit guilty about buying, like, it came out with like 3 plants rather than, you know, just a modest one, but they all had their reasons to be bought. But yeah, I am going to leave them quarantined, just because I want to make sure that questionable dust on the leaves is just questionable dust and not spider mites. And I'm super paranoid since my thrip infestation, maybe about a year ago, I can't even remember, but it's still, the trauma still sticks with me because it was so stressful. But yeah, I will put them to the side, let them quarantine, and probably do another treatment of Provonto in approximately a week's time. It does say give it like 10 days, but I do it how I do it, and I haven't had a problem, touch wood. And that being with my variegated monstera, my heavily variegated syngonium albo, you know, they've never really suffered from that. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram if you're over there. I'm there most days, and I will catch up with you soon.